Guess what just came in the mail? Some auctions I won. So I won, or paid for rather. Win makes it sound like I got something for free. All these vintage fishing lures. I'm on that vintage fishing lure kick right now. So I'm not necessarily going to clean these up because, well, I need to take a look for sure. But it looks like already that these weren't sent with lure guards on the hooks. These were all sent as they are. So let's take a look at this first one here. This is pretty nice. This is a, let's see, what's the name brand on this? Oh, Rapala. So I think this is a Finnish company that makes these. These are probably worth $8 to $10 max with free shipping. So we're looking at about a $7 sale right there. This here, this is a river runt, Heddon. I think this is fairly contemporary. I'll do some research and figure out what this is actually worth. And so this is 9400-L. So I'm going to find out when this came out and do a little bit more research, but I'm probably looking at $20, maybe 30 max on this. Now this one, this is a very old box. This is from the 30s, this Heddon box. So I could sell this box alone for about 20 to 30. So this is Heddon 280 NP. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, so I remember bidding on this. So this, I don't know how to speak to this. I'm not sure what this is because I haven't really ever sold any spoons or spinners. And I know that's not what this is technically. This can for sure use some polish and some cleaning. So when I do that video, I'll make sure to show that to you guys. So this is a Heddon, it looks like Heddon Queen something. It looks like a grasshopper. That's what it's supposed to mimic. Heddon shore minnow is what it says it is. So I guess that's what it is. It's a Heddon shore minnow. And be really careful not to break these wires, these little antennas here. Look at that hook. Look at that. That is for big effing fish. And look at that feather. It's in like great condition. This is in great condition. I'm going to ask a bid for this. Okay. I got to be really careful not to break that antenna. Okay, looks like we got another Rapala. This one's a bit longer, a bit bigger than the other one. I'm going to wipe this up, polish this up a little bit. Just got that going right there. Okay, this right here is another Rapala with the original box. It looks like it has some weird goo on the front that's dried. I'm not going to attempt to get that taken off. Rapala Husky Jerk. Suspending. I don't know what year this came out. I'm thinking the 90s or even in the 2000s, but I'm sure the telltale sign is if it has a website listed, which it doesn't. And this is in French, it looks like over here. But I know this is a company from Finland. So I'll do some research and find out when this came from, what era. Anything in its original box is always worth a lot. We got a river runt. This is from the 60s. I can tell by the box. And this is 9110S standard. And this is another river runt. I'm gonna set the phone down for a second. All right. So what we got here, this is a Heddon river runt spook floater. It's pretty cool looking, actually. This is, I think, plastic. It feels like plastic. It doesn't feel like wood. So actually, I think this is from the 70s. Late 60s, early 70s to mid 70s is my best guess at this point. I will research and actually find out. One of the telltale ways is by these things here. You can tell, like, depending on when these were manufactured, that is a big telltale sign of when this lure was manufactured. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that this came with this box. Sometimes, and it happened the first time I bought fishing lures on Auction Zip, is that they had packaged a lure in the wrong box. It was a 20-year difference, basically, between the lure and the box. And of course, they're going to do their best. They're not trying to cheat you on the Auction Zip website, but they do their best, and it's up to you to do the research as the buyer. All right, we got another genuine Heddon Spook River Runt. I've never seen this box. It looks like it's actually the same as this box. I'm sorry. It's just a bit dirtier and the ink's a different color. That's what threw me off. And I like how I apologized for that, LOL. So, Heddon River Runt. This is 9110L. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, so This is, again, looks like it's plastic. It could be wood, but it really does feel like plastic. I don't know what era this is from at all. It doesn't have any markings on it, so I need to verify that this actually belongs with this box. I need to make sure that these are accurate. So that's going back in there. All right, what else do we have in here? We have another Rapala. This is a deep runner. Now, this is an open box, obviously. Like, none of these are like brand new in box, but they're open box. So this one here is a deep runner Grand Plonger, 7 centimeters, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, I forget when barcode started happening. I think it was in the early 70s. So this is post barcode era. So you can tell at that point that this is a 70s or 80s or even 90s piece right here. Okay, I think that this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. So we've got another Rapala here, and this one is box, has instructions in it, makes it very valuable, or more valuable than it would if it was just alone. So like this guy, these guys here are worth a quarter or less of what it actually is worth in the box. So it looks like here I've got, how many Rapalas did I buy? I got this one, this one, this one, this guy here, and that guy there. And then as far as Heddon, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I tried to list those in order, I think, of the eras they came out in. So we're probably looking at 20 to 30, 20 to 30, 20 to 30 to 40, 30 to 20 to 30. So maybe 150 here if I'm lucky. And then here, I mean, maybe 20, 20, 10, 10, 20. So 20, 40, 60, 100. So maybe 250 after all said and done. And I think on this auction, I think I paid about 60 bucks, including shipping. So I should triple my money if I'm lucky, if I take the time to do good photography on these and whatnot. But that's the unboxing of them. They're fishing lures that I won. I'm a sucker for fishing lures, man. I really like them. Really like them, like restoring them, like selling them.